Okay, so for this next one, I would share an anecdote here. This is back from my college days, and some of the people in the audience can hysterically vouch for this one if my college friends are in there. Back when Pyar Ka Panchnama monologue was very famous and it circulated around a lot. There was a certain version of Pyar Ka Panchnama that was adapted by some student of Pearl, right? So um, uh, I found this really cool, fun monologue message, meme-ish message that I started forwarding to all of my college groups, and all of them, again using the technology WhatsApp for sure. All of them said like CD, L3, level 0, level 1, and all of that. So I kept forwarding that to all of my friends groups, and I was just like thinking we'll have fun, reading this message, and I just picked it and I just went off. After a second or two, I see my phone is buzzing like crazy, and I'm like, okay, what is happening? I look at the notification, and my friends are going, Rakshita, have you gone crazy? What have you done? Uh, what have you done? And they're going on and on, and I'm thinking, what has happened? Like, it isn't such a big of a deal. After all, this is like a trending meme these days. I open my WhatsApp again, only to realize that I had sent a faculty trolling message in the faculty group of the college, and this is not just a made up story, but this actually happened. And now, in that moment of realization, when I realized that, oh my god, what have I done? Where should I hide my face? Should I just like leave the planet and go? Because I will have to deal with the reality that comes after this, right? The repercussions that will come after this. Now, I am holding this phone in my hand. I'm looking at the message. It's there in the faculty group. It is trolling the faculties, but there is nothing I can do about it. This is back when WhatsApp did not have a delete feature. So my friends are laughing at me. Like, imagine my plight. And I'm just waiting for my faculties to reply. Until then, I'm not even able to eat my food or have water or just chill altogether. And then that message comes from my faculty, and she's like, Rakshita, I would like to see you in the staff room tomorrow. And trust me, guys, that entire night was a panic moment for me, as if they will just throw me out of the college altogether. But coming back to the point, thanks to WhatsApp's delete for everyone feature, that you can delete it and pretend it like it never happened now. But it can save you from the trouble, but not so much. Like, you can see the screenshot on the chat. It did help, but now we have people ask. Now I have people asking me questions. What have you deleted? What was the message that you sent? Now you have to tell me, and it creates another level of cliffhangers altogether. So on that note, I actually would want you guys also to share some stories that you guys might have faced in the past. Like, have you guys faced something along these lines, or is it just me? I would actually feel very inclusive if you guys share your stories with me. Karan, there are tools to view these deleted messages too. Oh man, that is a nightmare for a person like me. We are on the same boat. Thanks, Lavish. Press F, please. फैकल्टी का फीडबैक फैकल्टी के साथ ही शेयर हो गया या लॉल दैट हैपेंड यस design Sundays meme to Zomato internal and external consultants. Wow, I like this, guys. I'm not the only person. Chalo, that's good to know we are in the same boat. Okay, moving on. So now we'll be moving on to the next one. The heuristic that is linked to this big story that I shared with you guys, that is user control and freedom. And I literally felt like that GIF on that particular day reading the faculty chat. So users should be able to reverse the actions if done by mistake. And trust me, it feels horrible when you cannot. You just feel pathetic. This pandemic has forced us to follow a great old and famous proverb: prevention is better than cure. Who does not like to have control or supreme command over the things they use, right? Users often choose system functions by mistake or just to explore them, and they should have an emergency exit or an option to undo the task with ease. Now, here are some examples. The Xbox update screen that you see on the top left shows us that before the user can do anything, before the user can do what they are intended to, it does not let them choose to snooze the install button. And trust me, it can be very annoying sometimes because you are onto something, you are onto some mindset, and then suddenly you have the install update, like the infamous install update, and then you're just like endlessly waiting for it to get over. The App Store, on the other hand, there is like we are all aware that App Store reminder allows the user to update at a more convenient time, and this has been literally the go-to feature for me. If we miss providing the user control and freedom over the things they're using, they will abandon the product. It is very important to provide them with an option to correct their mistakes or undo and redo the intentional clicks, because this makes them feel that they belong to our environment. They can roam around, they can explore, and they can just like feel connected to the brand or to the service we are providing, right? So if you see, we also have options like, if you've deleted the email, we can undo that. If you've deleted the photo, we can undo that. And right now they probably feel like very tiny features or aspects, but when a user is actually using them and that is done by mistake, like the anecdote I just shared, it becomes like a huge lifesaver at times, right? So my pro tip here would be, when users can undo, they feel a sense of freedom and not so much under the pressure of what if it goes wrong. So we should always look out for undo and redo actions. The application should have exit and session signouts, and possible termination of process. When it's easy for people to back out of a process or undo an action, it fosters a sense of freedom and confidence. Exits allow users to remain in control of the system and avoid getting stuck and feeling frustrated. And isn't that what we all want our users to feel by the end of the day?